Hello everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps here. We're discussing Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise for you guys in a very blunt way. I'm your host, Steven Harrold.
And I'm Kris.
And in this video, we're going to be giving you guys our review for Texas Chainsaw 3D, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, which was released in January of 2013. You know, the month where horror movies go to die.
Very much so.
So it's been since 2006 we had seen a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, and the company that acquired it, Lionsgate, they wanted to make sure they left their mark on it and wanted to create a new story, which was basically, well, we just remade the movie. So this was the first of the requels, which would discontinue the sequels after the first one and make this a direct sequel.
No.
So, great idea in concept. But in execution,
Not so much.
yeah, they fucked some shit up. So, we're going to get into this movie pretty quick here. So, this is going to be our review for Texas Chainsaw 3D.
So going in with this one, you have a young. We start off in the beginning. Which I think is like probably one of the best parts of the movie. They continue it from the.
It's basically the only good part. They continue on from, like, it was like the moment after Sally escaped.
Yeah.
And they go to the house.
They go to the house
Which suddenly there's a bunch of more Sawyer families members there. Where they came from, I don't fucking know.
I have no idea either, but ended up with a gunfight between the Sawyers and the deputy and
the Sawyers and Carsons, yeah, and the deputy wasn't really there. It was more like these fucking vigilantes, hillbilly fucks.
Yeah, the normal people that hang out at the pub every day. You know?
Yeah. So this is 1974. Then we cut to 2012, where the lone survivor of the Carson Sawyer family clan, it has inherited a house, and lo and behold, she is not aware that inside the house is Leatherface.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to this story, it's like they get certain things right, where it's just like, okay, we're gonna try to make this into a retelling, like this is moments later, all this kind of stuff. But it fucks it all up the minute not only that the hillbillies come in and kill the Sawyers real quick, which, by the way, we have our one cameo from Gunnar Hansen.
Also, Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley. He's actually playing the role of the cook, who, you know, he was, you know, in fucking Chop Top in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. We got some alumni from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. I mean, Marilyn Burns is in this movie too.
Yeah.
That's the girl that dies, and the young girl, Alexander Daddario's character, fucking inherits the house. But it all falls apart with a specific character and motive and story. So, like, when it comes, like, to me, when it comes to this movie and it comes to this fucking story, the retelling of it, of the 1974 event, the events that happened in 1974, cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you get to 2012 modern day.
Yes.
It falls flat on its face with some really bad inconsistencies.
Well, absolutely. And
it, like, with a story like that, for you, it's...
Well,
you even said that there were too many plot holes here.
Too many plot holes, and it made no sense that, you know, they burnt down the house, and then the people that burnt down the house, they took the child, pretended to be theirs for all those many years for her to find out.
Yeah.
That they're not even her parents.
Remember, because they couldn't bear a child themselves. But, yeah. I can't wait to get to that fucking character. I can't wait to get to that. But this story falls flat on its face when it decides, hey, look, let's go to modern day.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, let's get these kids to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only way how we can. Really? Fuck. We have our young group of characters, the protagonists in this movie. We have the one girl who is basically the slutty one.
Yeah.
Then
you got the chef.
Yeah, you got the chef who also does music. Cool. These characters have like two traits.
Yeah.
I mean, the girl, she's slutty and smokes weed.
Yeah.
Next party. The chef, he's a chef and is involved with music. Cool.
Hippie.
Not really a hippie, you know. Then we have Trey Songz. Trey Songz?
I'm surprised you even knew who that was.
Trey Songz, yeah. Well, it's the only fucking credit he has when it comes to fucking movies.
He's not a hip-hop guy. So
no, I'm not a hip-hop guy. I'm fucking Disturbed, Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold. Anywho, Trey Songz, we see him doing boxing in the fucking apartment, and I guess he's a good pool player.
Yeah. Unless it's tequila.
Yeah. What? I told you it was something that was fucked up. Yeah. And then we have Alexander Daddario's character. This is where they fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
You have a child, a baby that was born in 1974, and now we go to fast forward to 2012. So this character, this baby, should be 38 years old. And you cast Alexander Daddario, who was born in 1986. Which means, with the events of it being in 2012, even though the movie came out in 2013, she is a 38-year-old being played by a 26-year-old at the time, Alexander Daddario.
Yep.
That is the most attractive fucking 38-year-old I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's where you fucked up. You need to have it be like a 38-year-old, but they have to be young.
Yeah.
There has to be a young cast. Why? I mean, we have another movie that has young fucking kids to fucking get to. Oh my god, we got 2 fucking movies of that shit. But it was piss poor casting choices, and of course, like, the cringe quote she says at the end of the movie we'll fucking get to, but all these characters suck.
Yeah.
And with Alexander Daddario's miscasting, I mean, like, she's an attractive girl. I mean, she was in Percy Jackson. She did a great job. She has done a fine job in cinema.
Yeah.
But she was horribly miscasted in this. Not because of the whole, like, she sucks. It's the age gap.
It's the age gap, yeah.
And it's painful to even see that, yeah, these are characters I don't care for.
So in this movie, Leatherface,
played by Dan Yeager this time.
Yeah, well, fuck. Did not like it out of him at all. I thought he was
because remember
mediocre.
We remember you said that Leatherface, technically, when it comes to this movie, from the original, he's like in his late 20s.
Yeah.
He's in his late 20s. So now, fast forward to 2012, he should be in his 50s.
About around there, yeah.
50s, almost pushing 60.
Yeah, pushing 60, and it's like, this guy is not...
He doesn't look like he's in that age gap.
He sure dresses like it, but that fucking sweater...
But he doesn't fucking move it.
No, he doesn't move at all, and it's just... like I said, the sweater just throws me off. It's just not something he would wear.
The red sweater he wears in the beginning. It's the red
sweater. It just... No, it doesn't do anything for me.
What'd you think of the mask?
I hated the mask.
The mask kind of looks like it was once upon a time a face, but it's been warped. It's rotting. And then he carves that one sheriff's face, doesn't fucking wear it.
No.
And he puts on another shittier mask.
Yeah.
This is the one time where I can say a Leatherface is wearing a shitty mask. And it doesn't even look like a face. But you pointed out the one interesting thing that Leatherface does with his masks.
Well, yeah. This is the only Leatherface in all the Leatherfaces is he sews it to his face, his actual face. He doesn't just.
I know they did that with the whole 3D gimmick and everything. Oh yeah, I forgot. This movie has 3D elements in it. But when you saw that when he was doing that, you were like, oh.
Yeah, it was a different portrayal of it, you know.
A different avenue of not just tying it on his head or anything like that,
or slipping it on. You know, it added that okay, but to me, it just still didn't rectify what Leatherface could have been.
Yeah, same here. So for the gore and the kills of this movie, there wasn't
really any.
The cook, I guess, gets the best kill, even though it's a kill we see coming. The one girl, she gets shot in the head by the sheriff. The hitchhiker guy. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that guy. Well, whatever. He's a minor character. Guy hitchhikes and it's oh cool, another hitchhiker.
And that's why you see on their face.
And he robs them. So it's oh okay. But then Leatherface kills him. He smashes his head in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And then we get Trey Songz, who doesn't even get killed by Leatherface. He just happens to break through the windshield when the van tips over and slices his throat on the glass. Whatever. But then we see other people getting killed from when it was that malicious mob, the hillbilly fucking Avengers, I guess. Vigilantes. And they're dying left, right, and center. The one cop gets like I said, Leatherface skins that cop's face off. And then the big bad who... It's funny how these fuckers committed vigilante justice.
Yeah.
Something against the law. I mean, I know we have a comic book character named Batman who is basically that. But how the fuck is it that, over 35 years later, these guys are cops? The main guy's a mayor.
Yeah.
How? What the fuck?
It's like no one's safe.
Yeah, and just you have that 3D gimmick of people dying from the chainsaw and all that kind of stuff, and the mayor, he dies in all CG glory.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, that's not a good thing. The gore and the kills had the potential, but because of the 3D gimmick, a lot of it was fake blood, fake gore, and it just held it back.
Yeah.
And then this movie has the most cringiest line in the whole fucking movie because it does this one cardinal sin where Leatherface now becomes the protagonist, Leatherface, you know, a character just becomes a protagonist now.
Yeah.
We have to feel sorry for him, and we want him to beat these assholes and everything. It's like, yeah, but this guy fucking kills people and skins them, and
yeah,
it's a revenge movie now. But yeah, she realizes she's a Sawyer, and you know, Leatherface finds out that that's his long lost cousin, whatever the fuck. And then she comes and saves him and tosses him the chainsaw and take it away, Kris. What does she say?
Do your thing, cuz.
Do your thing, cuz. And then she just assumes the role of caretaker for Leatherface.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I mean, if I was Leatherface and I found out that was my cousin, like, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be fucked up. But yeah, that's expected. Leatherface fucking his cousin. Sure. Whatever. But, yeah. Just had to point that out. One of the cringiest lines. And she does something in this movie that pisses me off. She trips not once, but fucking twice. She trips down the stairs and then runs into that little cemetery, trips over the fucking fence. And I'm like...
And here you have Leatherface, who's a good 1.5 feet taller than her, probably a good 100 pounds heavier than her.
And walking around with a 50-pound chainsaw.
And just leaps over like nothing.
And he's on a bad leg, too. So, yeah, that was great. So when it comes to this movie, just to let you guys know a little insight, one of the people who was in charge of like producing or directing or screenplay or whatever, is the same guy who is the director of Jason Goes to Hell: The Final Friday. This is the same guy who did that movie and thought, hey, this was a great idea. Oh yeah, also there was a little moment of because Lionsgate, you know, we gotta have the pig mask in there with the jigsaw, and he has a saw, and Leatherface goes toe to toe with him with the saw. Anywho, this movie had the potential. Like, the only good things about this movie was the callbacks to the 1974 film, except for that mask when the cook is Bill Moseley's character's yelling at him. Yeah. That was a bad replica mask.
Yeah. Gunnar Hansen doing his famous
tongue thing
from the original. If I know it sounds so weird to bring it up, but if you're a true fan, you
to sum it up, guys, like Gunnar Hansen doing the tongue thing is the equivalent of like Nick Castle doing any other movie and him doing the head tilt. It's like he did the Michael thing, you know, like that. But this movie falls apart flat on its face really bad because of the whole 3D gimmick. It was not necessary.
Nope.
The characters all suck.
Yeah.
Alexander Daddario was miscasted poorly because of the fucking age gap.
Hot though.
Hot, yeah. Them titties are nice. And just the whole, we make Leatherface into from the antagonist to the protagonist.
Yeah.
Now it's basically them against the town, and oh yeah, shout out to Clint Eastwood's son, who is a deputy in the fucking town.
Really?
Yeah, that was Clint Eastwood's son.
Oh.
Yeah. You didn't notice that? That's Clint Eastwood's son. Yeah. But I understand where they were going with this movie, but it just failed. And I know I had defended this movie a lot back in the day, but after rewatching it a few years ago and then rewatching it recently with you, it was like, yeah, this is one of the weakest ones. So for my rating, I would definitely give Texas Chainsaw 3D a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll be nice and I'll give it a 3.5.
So 3.5 out of 10 for you.
Yeah.
And a 3 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, that was a shit.
Okay. So what do you guys think of Texas Chainsaw 3D? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like the video, make sure you give it the thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can get notified about all the other videos coming out on the channel, especially when it comes to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. In the next video, we are going to be giving you guys our review for Leatherface, which is a prequel to the original that fits in the timeline of 3D. And I got some things to say about that movie. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. This has been the Ginger Snaps here. My name is Steven Harrold.
I'm Kris.
And we will talk to you guys later. And remember,
do your thing, cuz.
What?
I fucking have to see that shit. Saw his family.
In 3D.